just 15 minutes away from where we are staying at Hyatt Regency, is a very unique museum. Let's go check that out. Uh-oh, is it closed? This is the National Carriage Museum. It's located at Calcutta, the Ajuda. And it says that it is in a new building. That building looks like that. I think we found it. Museu Nacional dos Coches. There are stairs at the end of this hallway, and it's one flight up. No dogs or food allowed here. One pizza. A foldable bed used on long journeys. So this is the leather boot reinforced that served to avoid crushing the leg against the shaft. Massive boot. For comparison, you can look at my feet.
This is an extremely rare coach, the oldest in a museum's collection. It was used on the journey of Philippe II of Portugal, III of Spain from Madrid to Lisbon in 1619. It was driven by two postilions on horseback. In the front, there is a chest to store travel utensils, Spanish work. Those are the mirrors. This coach belonged to Queen Maria, who was cousin of Louis, King of France, and it was brought to Portugal as part of the wedding dowry when she married Afonso in 1666. This coach is a rare example of a closed body coach with 8 windows. This coach belonged to King Pedro II and it was made by the Portuguese, but it was made in French style. It's beautiful.
So we started there. I thought that was huge, and then we came to this one, King Pedro II,
Now let's see
and
what
that
this
was big.
is.
And now we're gonna go to an even bigger one. It's like the car models. Each one just gets bigger and bigger.
This coach was commissioned by the Emperor Joseph I of Austria for the marriage of his sister to the King of Portugal in 18th century. Incredible work.
I don't know if they replaced the glass on these.
I think they did because it's so nice and clean.
Moving on to the next one, which is, I think, less taller, more glass all around, but much more wider and bigger.
This is Coach of the Crown from 18th century.
The Coach of the Crown.
This coach was offered by the Pope to Portugal King for the baptism of his firstborn son.
This is Coach of King Joa the Fifth. So what's so interesting about this coach?
So this is a Portuguese work, and this was coach of King João of Portugal.
Spelling of the king is Joao. This coach has the best looking coach wheels so far in all of the coaches that we have seen around. I mean, that's very cool. And even that's very cool. But the actual tires, I think this one beats everyone. As we were making the video, we were like, what do you call them, tires or wheels? So we came back to this, and it says wheels. So we're just going to call them coach wheels from now on. This is coach of Maria Francisca of Savoy.
As we are walking through admiring different styles of coaches, we realize how every country has different styles. This is the Spanish. You see it's different, and then you have French style, and then you have Austrian, which is more ornate, and then it looks like Portuguese have mostly adapted French style because they look very similar.
These were used by the chief steward of the royal house.
theme of this coach is the connection of the oceans, the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, and the two men shaking hands, symbolizing the passage of the Cape of Good Hope. And this is an Italian coach.
From 18th century.
So the theme of this coach is the coronation of Lisbon, the female figure of Lisbon right in the middle, and two male figures represent Asia and Africa. Now, if you pay attention to the Italian coaches, they have their own unique style. They're mostly covered with sculptures, and they always have a theme going around where sculptures are symbolizing something. Very, very interesting. So, guys, how about we play a little game here? We have seen coaches made by French, Spanish, Italian, Austrian, and some of Portuguese coaches. How about from now on, as we approach a coach, we play a guess game and we guess which country this coach was made by. I think this is a French or a Portuguese.
Okay, I'm gonna say Portuguese.
Lisa, what's your guess?
French.
Oh, that's a Portuguese 18th century
I got it right.
coach. We got it right, but you guys are right too, because remember, Portuguese have adapted French style for the most part. So,
I guess Spanish.
uh-oh,
Because Spanish is Spanish.
it's okay. Better
It's
luck
okay.
next time.
Yeah.
What's the same as this?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's Portuguese.
Good job, guys.
And that's Portuguese style. So it has a little red in it in the wheels. It has pictures. It's ornate, but just not overly ornate. Once you see a few of them, I think you can start to guess them correctly. Beautiful Portuguese style coaches here. This is the coach of the children of Palhawa. So notice how small it is, right? That's where the kids used to sit. And they would have their own horse-drawn coach. Isa, do you think that's pretty cool if you have your own coach? And then you can sit there, you can, play your math games and Minecraft and draw. Wait a second, they're gonna have Minecraft in 17th century?
I don't think so.
What style coach that is? Isa said it's Italian.
Austria? I think it's Austrian too.
Okay, I'm gonna go with French. I'm taking a risk here, but they chose Italian and
Austrian.
Austrian. Portuguese.
Oh, none of us guessed Portuguese. This beautiful coach belonged to King Jose I and is considered one of the best examples of Portuguese style with detailed work.
This is Coach of the Princesses. This is Coach of the Berlin. This is Berlinda the Casa Real. Can I see the bench? Oh, very nice. I wonder what's the story behind this one.
This one is very interesting. It's blacked out from all the sides, and this has only one window at the door. And this one has a full door. Now, it's called the table coach, and this coach was used for the exchange of princesses when the Portuguese princess married Spanish king or prince, and the Spanish princess married Portuguese prince. That's very interesting.
The exchange. So I
Yeah.
guess that explains the blacked out windows. The only coach here so far with blacked out windows and in the middle there's curtains and full doors. And this is what the table in the table coach looks like. You have a couple of chairs and a sofa in the middle, table, and the same setup on the other side.
I want to live there.
This is the group of trumpets, and this is the Portuguese harnesses. Once you're done with all the king and pope carriages, there's another room here. And we're gonna show you guys quickly. One doesn't have a coachman, but the others have places for the coachman to sit. Green with the black. It's pretty nice. And this looks like a little baby stroller more than a coach. These are from the Berlin of Queen Maria the One from 18th and 19th century. And this heavy coach is for long distance travel. It's a very heavy coach. The black one that we just passed by has a little lever that's for steering. And some of those are convertible, meaning you can take the hood completely down, and also you can take the seat down in the other one, and then you're able to drive yourself. And drive is the correct language. We were worried if you were saying it riding the coach or driving, but if you're in the front, you're driving the coach. They all have this logo in the back. They had developed a suspension system that was much more comfortable to ride. And this is a two-seater, massive wheels. This is the state carriage of the Patriarch of Lisbon. And this is used in processions with a candle or a lantern in the middle. And this is the eyeglass chase. And this is the Roman style litter. These are the cabriolet for children. And this is what they would use to go on expeditions or for hunting. This is called a dog cart. This is the landau for King Pedro V, state carriage of Queen Maria II. And these are what's called your clarence. From the visual aspect of it, it does have this tank-looking feel, because back in the old days, mail coaches would get robbed all the time. So maybe can explain why this is built like a tank. And here's another example of a mail coach. This one is from 19th century, 1854. And this fun little thing is actually a prisoner coach.
With 7 rooms inside, even though it's really tiny.
From the bottom floor, you come up, and there are some models and pictures of these coaches all along here. And we are right above the galleries.
We hope you enjoyed this tour of a very unique museum in Lisbon with us. Please like and subscribe and come back to our channel for more travel videos. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Even on the exit, you have some unique creations.
Finally, you get to ride a carriage.
I'm a carriage, and I'm going back home. How much longer is the ride?
If I could, and if I was born in this era, if I was off means, that's the model I would be going with. Oh, how do you drive it? That was a lot of fun. You want to guess how long we spent in there?
I would say 1 hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, about 2 hours. And they said about 45 minutes, so
Oh no.
yeah,
You always take too much time.
we always take a lot of time. Bye for now.